Welcome everybody back to Boost and Forest. Shout out to everybody. I really appreciate you guys for your support. I hope you guys hit the like button. Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all. So I'm making this video for the F82 M4s because in the last M3 F80 video I said, hey, if you guys want me to do the pricing on the best price you should actually get or what is a fair price to purchase for your next M car, write M4, and you guys did, so I'm gonna deliver. Also, if you want me to do the G82, write G82 in the comments, and I definitely like that market because that market is a little bit surprising. Anyway, guys, let's jump into some of the analytics here. So I'm gonna be using Car Gurus, as some of you guys have commented in. Based on using Kelly Blue Books as another analytical, I would say, estimator or estimate to actually know what's the price of your trading value or the prices of what your car will be to trade in. You can use these different tools to help you out in seeing if these are fair prices. But even then, with, I would say, Kelly Blue Books, I even tried it with my E63S, and Kelly Blue Books was like, hey, your trading value should be this. Well, I ended up going to 7 to 8 different online stores and dealerships online, of course, even Benz, and seeing what they would actually give me for my E63, depending on mileage and everything, which is a pretty good mileage for 2019. And even then, Kelly Blue Books was nowhere near the estimates that I was getting for how much my car would actually be trading, or if they wanted to purchase it. So these dealerships want to make money, and even one of the dealerships, one of the online dealers, I think it was Drive Away, I can't remember, offered me $47,000 for the car. But my car, with the mileage and specific tech, retail is going for about $72,000 to $75,000. They wanted to undercut me that much. Am I desperate? Anyway, guys, let's jump into the M4 analytics. I'm sorry, I just want to give you guys a quick story. So we're gonna be using Car Gurus today, and with the Car Gurus app online, you can go to price trends. Now I put in analytics from between August of 2022, 2019. This is before the pandemic up to the current date. Now, here's the thing about it. Anything that you see between March, repeat guys, I would say March of February of 2020, anything between that and about mid 2022 doesn't really exist. Reason being is cars depreciate. And this number that is going up with those last 2 to 3 years are all inflated because we had a supply chain shortage. So just don't believe all of this hype. These cars are not supposed to appreciate like most of the market, okay? You go to almost any other car in the last 2 to 3 years, they all went up in these very similar lines. Now, we're gonna start with the year of 2015. This is the first year the M4 was released, which I thought the M4 was a really good car. Okay, I still think it's a really good looking car, and I still would like to own one. Yeah, I really do. I do like the front end of this car. So when the 2015 came out, right, and at the end of 2019, that car was worth about, let's see if we can get it here. That car was worth about $40,000, which will be about almost 3 years later. So you could have purchased a 2015 M4 average price of about almost $40,000, right? Now, I'm telling you guys to don't pick what's in the middle. Go to mid 2022 because interest rates started increasing in late 2021 to early 2022, which means cars weren't cheap to finance anymore and money was being taken away from the market. So the highest peak of this car actually got to was right around $45,000 in 2022, July, which is absolutely asinine. The car went up in value. That's never a case. After that, people bought the car for almost $50,000. I remember this is the average price, so some people paid more than that. And you telling me 6 months later, the car was going for under $40,000 again. So people might have spent $50,000, $60,000 for a 2015, and now their car at the end of about almost a year ago was only worth about $40,000. Somewhere in the middle of the tax season, because tax season popped up, people ended up wanting to go get M4s. The prices went up. I would say there was some clout behind it, and guess what happened again? The car started finally going down until this last date of the 6th of January of 2024, the average price of this car is around $36,000. Yes, guys. So almost 4 years later, the prices have readjusted. And I got to tell you guys right now, there is some more ways for it to go. The reason why I'm saying this to you guys is this, right? because 4 years have passed, it did not go through its natural progression. Also, the new G82 came out, and that's going to continue to push down the prices because there's always a new year model coming out. Now, BMWs have this weird thing where their 2 to 3 miles before usually go up in price because people want these specific enthusiast cars. Like the E36s have went up in the last couple of years. But right now, what I would say when it comes to the BMW M4s and even M3s, but let's make M4s, they're starting to cross paths with they're in a weird place, okay? They're in a weird place because they're not M3s, of course. They're M4s. So technically, there's no M4s before this M4. You see what I'm saying? There's none before that. So it's now setting the precedence of, all right, it's not following the M3 line, it's following the M4 line. So let's just look at some prices. I'll quickly explain what I mean, right? So here are some of the prices. I went to use Car Gurus. I put the whole United States, and I also put in the lowest price. Now, for the 2015s, the lowest price that we have right now with a clean title, don't pay attention to price analysis because that means the car's a lemon or was in some kind of, it was total salvage. So right now, the cheapest in America is about $27,500 for about 70,000 miles. That's in Fort Lauderdale, right? And it seems like somewhere about high 20s, right? And the mileage is ranging between 70 to about 90,000 miles, roughly, from what I can see here. And if we want to go all the way to the end, the highest price that we can see listed retail on Car Gurus is right around, well, that's overpriced around $50,000, which is absolutely asinine, and 46. But these cars have about 35, 40,000 miles, or even 20 in this case. So that means that you can there's a huge difference of about almost $30,000, well, $20,000, right? So you want to find a M4, right? If it's a 2015, somewhere right around. I'm sorry I didn't blow it up for you guys. I'm sorry. I apologize, right? I don't want you guys to, you see, look, this is the highest price here, $50,000 for 22,000 miles, and the lowest one is right here for about 28,000. So you have a difference of about $20,000, right? And the mileage seems like it's ranging between 100,000 to 22,000. So I would recommend trying to find an M4 right around that $50,000 territory, right? I mean 50,000 mile or 60,000 mile territory, because these cars are actually quite reliable, right? Other than the crank hub issue, these cars are pretty reliable, especially if you get a manual. Probably hold on to that more because I know down the line that's probably still going to be the more the car that people want to get. It's just usually a manual just you do a little bit better than automatics, even though automatic is really good. So try to find one between that 40 to 50,000 miles for right around, I would say, that $35,000 to $40,000 territory. But probably mid to low 30s if you really could push it. And I think that would be a good deal depending on what comes standard. Now, quickly, I'm going to do the 2018 models because, 2018 models is usually, I believe, when they switched over, the BMW jargon you guys use, right? So let's put the analytics for 2018, right? Boom, 2018, and take down 2015. See how it has a similar thing? Now, remember, it's 2018. It came out the year before 2019, so it had a higher starting average price. And it naturally went down, went back up, and then it was selling back for MSRP in 2022, and then it sloped down very similar. And as of right now, in 2024, the average price of that car is about $47,000. Now, let's be fair here. In the end of 2019, it was about almost $60,000. So yes, the middle part of the beer virus did affect the pricing, but this slope looks a lot better than the other one for the older models. And let's put in the quick pricing of what the 2018s look like. All right, 2018. And let's see what we have updated here. So you have about 104. And also, what I realized with almost every year, there's almost 100 examples for every year listed. So 2015, 100, 16, 17. So you have about, if you add all of this together, I'm going to show you guys at the end. I'm going to show you guys what I mean by the end. So if you want the cheapest one in America as of right now on Car Gurus is about $35,000. And this car goes up to the highest price of with a clean title, none of this price analysis stuff, about $57,000, or in this case, $55,000 for 10,000 miles on it, right? Depending on what the text is. So see how the pricing only went up about $5,000 over the 2015 model, even though it's like 4 years later, well, 3 years later, and the pricing only went up like 5,000 for it. So there's a threshold there now. Now, I'm be fair to you guys. There's also 2016 models, 2017 models, right? Go look at what's the highest and lowest. Look at mileage. You may want to get the 2018 and up model. I completely get it. It makes a lot of sense. But you might be able to find a 2016 and 2017 model that may be going for the same price of the 2015 based on good mileage and the standard tech. There's plenty of examples, which I want to show you guys quickly what I mean by examples, right? So let's, once again, this also includes the different type of I would want to say M4s that are out there. I pressed that one by accident. Give me a second, guys. Where did the year thing go? Why did it disappear? Okay, it disappeared there for some specific reason. All right. I want to show you guys this one thing. Where did the year thing go? Sorry, guys. It's doing computer stuff right now. It's my fault. All right, so I'm going to put 2020, right? And let's see how much examples come up in the distance from me. And we have 528. Repeat, 528 examples in America on Car Gurus right now. That's between 2015 and 2020. So you have plenty of M4s to actually look and cross shop. You know, you have plenty of them. Just remove the ones with price analysis because they're probably salvage vehicles that were built. You may get good deals from it, depending on if it was an accident or not, or theft. But even then, you can get the cheapest of high 20s, or even if you go to 2020 model, understand that one's going to be more on the expensive side. Quickly, I'm going to throw up the graph so I can end this video so you guys can have a better understanding on the different years. And honestly, you want to see if any of the years intersect or almost close to intersecting. So you can see that the purple line is the 2020 M4. It intersected sometime earlier in 2023, and then it went back up in price. You can see that the yellow and blue and black, the 2016 to 2018 models, are very close in number, and the 2015s are the lowest because you'll have about a $5,000 price difference on average between the 2015 and 2016 models. So it's really up to you guys what you want to choose to purchase. I would tell you that the 2017, I would say the 2019 and 2020 models have more depreciation to go. I wouldn't recommend purchasing those vehicles because you're going to lose some more money off the top of them. Do not purchase them. Sorry, I didn't throw up the graph. I apologize. Don't purchase the 2020, the 2019 models because they're still up there in price. And as the car gets older, you're going to lose even more and more money. The average price of a 2019 model right now is about $43,000. That's still really expensive compared to the 2018 model, which is about 47 compared to 55. Sorry, so that's still a huge difference in pricing. If you can, see if you can pull a 2015 model. I know it's the older car. See if you can find one that's a little bit lower mileage, right around that lower $30,000. If you have to get a 2018 model, which I see listed here, which is right a little bit above the other models. I understand it, but that's almost on average. That's about $47,000. You saw that that you can get the cheaper ones for like 35. So maybe you want to push low 40s for a 2018 model, or maybe high 30s if you can. Try your best. Stay away from the 2019, 2020 models. They're just too expensive in MSRP. Knowing that you could get a G82 rear-wheel drive that comes closer to these prices if you choose to. You know, it's up to you. But this also includes all M4s. So this is like the competition, the CS, and even the M4 GTS. Correct. Someone's gonna correct me in the comments. So that's my best opinion. What you guys should look into. And comment M4, G82 or G82 in the comment if you want me to do the M4s for that, because technically that's the second generation for the M4 for the BMWs technically. So those new ones are gonna now push down the F82s in prices, and let's just, you never know, maybe those are intersecting with some of the prices of the 2020s. You never know. But outside of that, guys, you add me at Boost and Forums on IG. I really appreciate it. You guys have a good day. Thank you.